Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good morning everybody. How are you today? I hope all of us belong to good condition. I'm Miftahul Jannah. I'm from 4A class English Education Department that I want to explain about the material. But before, I'm the 17th group from the course Academic Writing that I want to explain the material. The title is Technique of Data Collection and Technique of Data Analysis. But before we talking about this material, we have to know about the technique. What is technique? Technique is method or a way of carrying out a particular task and performing something. And we enter to the material. For the first one is technique of data collection. For the first, data collection is the process of collection, measurement, analysis of different types of information using standard engineering. So the data collection is thing that we have to collect for the research something. And at least there are two steps that you should take before collecting the data research. From the first one is constructing fit instrument used in your research. And the second, validating the research instruments took a process testing and appraisal of item or point that you are going to test or use in your research instruments later. Their favorite technique that you can use in collecting the data needed in your research. The instrument used will depend on the design of your research project. Here are some common techniques or instruments that you can use for collecting the data. If you have research, so we have to collect the data. The first way is observation. Observation is involved collecting data or information that by saying or hearing even. The recording research, we can say, seeing, see, look, hearing, or record. Need a research project. Besides that, observation can also be conducted either in participant or non-participant. In the participant observation, you have to participate in the activity of your respond object, from which or whom you get the data. However, in non-participant observation, you do not have to get involved or participant. And the second one, interview. If you want to collect the data, you need to interview. Is questioning. Question orally to the respondents of your research. So if we have research, so we have to interview some people, or we need to how many people to research this topic. Therefore, you have to mention the design of your research when conducting a research. And the third one is questionnaires. Questionnaires is a research instrument consisting of a series of questions to be answered by response. And number 4, tests. Tests about teacher and students. Well-known tests are assessment instruments that pose problems for students to solve. By far, the most popular type test is paper or pencil variety. A printer set of questions. And However, by choosing a correct response from among several options, multiple choice or missing item, or by writing a response. And not the fifth one or the last one is documentation or contents analysis. This technique is applied by collecting and analyzing the relevant document to research a questions to indicator use your operation concept. That the first one, technique of data collection. And to enter the next material is the second one is technique of data analysis. Maybe this is the simple one is data analysis is the inspection process of data for useful to draw conclusion from the information available. In analyzing the data or the collected data, you are working with a process of classifying, quantifying, analyzing, interpreting, and collecting data, so that data will be meaningful. There are three techniques that you can use in analyzing the collected data of your research. And the first one, descriptive analysis, descriptive qualitative with present. And the second one in correlation analysis. And for this, the last one is comparative analysis. So the conclusion from my material, the technique of data collection and technique of data analysis, the technique of data collection and technique of data analysis to do any research, whatever research, every research, because basically all the information that we will be put into the data is concrete information. So we need the technique of data analysis and technique of data collection. Maybe that's all my explanation about my material. I hope all of you or all of watching this video can understand what I mean. So we have someday or when that we have research some subject or we have to some object, we need to research it. So we have to know how the technique of data collection and how the technique of data analysis. So we review from the first one just now. That technique of data collection, we need to observation, interview, questionnaire, test, and documentation, or we can say context of analysis. And the last one is about technique of data analysis, and that can descriptive, correlational, comparative. Maybe that's all. I'm sorry for my mistake. I'm sorry, but my grammar or my speaking can difficult to understand it, but I hope all of us and all of you who watch this video can understand. I'm sorry for my mistake. Thank you for your attention. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.